your life. Hello, Pisces. We are going to get right into your reading. I am trying to keep them shorter than my normal readings. 15 minutes-ish. I'm starting with this tarot deck. We're going to get one card from 3 different decks to kind of weave the story of what's happening for you right now, okay, Pisces, and to bring some clarity, hopefully, about not only what's happening, but how you can navigate through it. Okay, so we're going to ask 4 messages from the highest vibration of love and light only in your highest good. In Pisces' highest good, please. So let's get the first message to get us moving. 4 of Wands. Okay, I am going to intuit this message. First of all, 1111. There you go, right there. Beautiful message that you are on the right track, that you are doing what you're supposed to do, that if you are beating yourself up for not doing enough, stop doing that. Like, you are doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Our physical bodies, and this is coming up for everybody so far, only the 4th reading I've done, but I know it's coming up for me and everyone else I talk to. Our physical bodies are requiring a lot of downtime right now, okay? Yes, we need to move. I try to walk every day just to move and to get my metabolism going so that when I pig out, I don't gain weight. And but that's about all I have in me to do. I'll walk and then I am pretty much on my ass the rest of the day, except for walking the dog 10 times. Which are quick little spurts. But anyway, it's our bodies are going through a lot and we're being asked to really honor them, okay? And yes, we're really starting to, I know I'm right there with you. We're just really frustrated with the whole thing. Like, I have been told to hermit and rest for years now. And I am exhausted from resting. I am tired of hermiting. I really am. And we're almost to the end of this kind of really long, because we are coming to, where our bodies are going to be in a place they've never been before. And we're going to be able to go, and do. Okay, right now we're just being. And that's so hard for a lot of us because we've never done it for this length of time before. So what I'm trying to tell you is, this is what the universe is saying for everybody right now, and then we'll get into your messages, is that we have to honor our physical bodies right now. And whether or not you're experiencing physical ascension symptoms does not matter. Your physical body is still going through a crap ton right now. We're all in that phase right now. Gaia is helping a lot. Connect with nature as much as you can. I would definitely say the more connected you are to nature, the easier this will be, okay? And I mean, as much as you can, get out and sit in the dirt and sit in the grass and sit in the lake and at least put your feet in, okay? So do what you can. If you cannot do those things, tune into the energy. Put on a nature, a frequency, audio on YouTube or whatever. There's a ton of them, okay? You just have to search, nature frequency meditation music, or even just nature meditation music. You can make a Pandora station that's, all nature sounds, and meditate to that, and you'll be tuning into the energy of nature. So yeah, so 1111, I mean, that's just, we see 11 and we get excited, right? But when you see 1111, that is the shiznit, right? That is the master numbers of all master numbers. And so, yeah, so it's 4 of Wands, but it's 1111. And I'm just going to intuit what's going on. Also this whole deck is very obviously nature focused, but it's just, look at that. Beautiful. It's like cabin in the woods, dirt trail, open fire. Got sirens in the background confirming this message. So the fire is going. It does look like there's a little bit of a breeze, like the fire's going in one direction. What it looks like to me is the setup. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Do you see how that decoration on top of the poles, right? The wands. That they're setting up for something. The fire's lit and it's fresh, right? It's a fresh fire. There's a party coming. That's what this is saying, okay? So you are being asked to really just be with yourself right now. I know a lot of you, because I know a lot of Pisces, and I know you're all going, fucking A, I just want to go do stuff. So there are things that you can do alone when you're in this kind of internal space that will at least partly satisfy this need to move and do and be productive, right? Okay, so if you have to, if this feeds your soul when nothing else can, right? Clean your house from top to bottom, right? So then you have this amazing, beautiful, pure environment to relax in. Okay, take a bath if you can. I can't. I live in an RV. I can't take a bath. That is a huge bummer, and I miss it more than I thought I would. But anyway, I make do, right? And so I can't do that, but I can soak my feet, and I can put headphones on and put my music on that I want to listen to, right? I can put on Stevie Nicks without everybody going, oh, really, leather and lace again. And I've got a family of boys. They don't get Stevie. They just don't get her. Stevie, you didn't know what you were doing then, but now I feel like Stevie's making a comeback, right? Does anybody else feel like this? Like I do feel kind of my age group. I'm 51, but I think if you're 40 and older, it's like we're all of a sudden needing Stevie in our lives. Like I see it everywhere now. And for the last 20 years, I love Stevie Nicks, but I didn't really love Stevie Nicks. And now I'm like, damn, like she is speaking to my soul. So, listen to your music, meditate, sleep. Again, be outside as much as you can. It's raining all week here, of course, as I say that. So I could go sit out in the rain. Not super good for the dreads, although this humidity is not either, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, I love Florida. I see the appeal, not home for me. And I was born here. So, all right. So they're preparing for a beautiful, I almost want to say ceremony, but it's more like it's a celebration of a cycle coming to an end. Okay, so let's go with that. So we're going to get some clarification from this, one of my favorites. Come here, you. Fairy Forest. Okay, look at this. The artwork on this deck, never, ever, ever have I seen artwork like this. It is just gorgeous. I cannot find another deck that Maxine Gadd has illustrated, but I look periodically. So if you know of one, like comment and let me know, because yeah, I will buy it because it's just beautiful. So let's just get a confirmation. Okay, you guys are feeling really kind of overwhelmed by everything that's going on because you're feeling like here's Pisces. Lots of watery emotional energy, right? Like you're used to being in your emotions, just sitting in them and to processing them and to just drinking them in, and you understand that it's a beautiful thing, right? To be able to really acknowledge your emotions. You're good at that, whether you think you are or not. You're better than most signs, right? Water signs in general are just better at the emotional stuff and letting the emotions come, right? You don't block them. And so I do feel like this isolation is bringing up so much overwhelming emotion that you are having a lot of, and you kind of do what I do is I'm being pulled in so many different directions of things I could do while I'm stuck inside in an RV with 3 other people. And, maybe I'd rather be anywhere else in the world sometimes. And there are a lot of things I could do. I make jewelry. I love making jewelry. It's really fun. It really feeds my soul. I love doing it. Just for me. I've don't really sell it or anything. And I love making essential oil blends. I love crocheting. I love reading. And I love writing. I'm working on my 3rd book right now. I've got like 3 books in the works right now. But I'm working on my 3rd book, which is my journey in the form of fiction. My spiritual journey in the form of fiction is one that I'm working on. I could do all these things. I get so overwhelmed by the emotion of being pent up in this RV that I end up doing nothing. Okay, does that crying in the in a corner. We don't even get on the bed. We just want to feel miserable, right? We just want failures and to feel like we're doing everything wrong and we've done everything wrong and we deserve this. We deserve this pain. We deserve this suffering. Does this sound familiar, Pisces? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you stepping in? What is it? Are you, I can't remember. Are you smelling what I'm cooking? All right, let's get a confirmation. Let's just get some more clarity on this message, please. there. Ooh, look at this. What popped out, number 13. Seriously. I was just telling my kids about the significance of the number 13, the spiritual significance, and why we were talking about things that the negative powers that were, they, as it were, hijacked and made us think were bad things, like 666. Not a bad number, you guys. It's not the devil. It's not. Stop perpetuating that. 6 actually is a very family oriented number. It also means the old stuff you don't need anymore is falling away from your life. It's a beautiful number. 13 is another one. Friday the 13th, they created that whole concept so that we would be afraid of the number 13 and think that it was bad luck, because 13 is a very spiritual number, okay? Very divine feminine. It can help you really tune into your emotional, compassionate side, right? But you've got the elf queen, but look at what it says: introverted, burden, responsibility. Are you feeling these things? Are you feeling what I want you to notice? So look how big her crown is. It's like big, and it's like, although it doesn't look heavy necessarily, I feel like she feels like she can't move one direction or the other. It's going to fall off. So I feel like you're in a place right now, Pisces, where your life is perched precariously on this cliff. And you're like, well, if I move this way a little bit, everything's going to fucking fall apart. If I move this way a little bit, everything is going to fucking fall apart. If I move that, like it's a no-win situation is what you're believing right now. And it's not true. It's an illusion, okay? So because I do feel like every time, and here's the reason, every time you try to move in any direction, you know, spirit, you're going with gusto and you're really trying to put yourself out there, or you're trying to really engage or do this step toward your life purpose, toward your mission. And the world is not quite ready yet to do a big leap, okay? Baby steps is good. Baby steps are being allowed, I'm noticing. But big leaps for most people, not all, don't hold me to that, right? But for most people, our guides are coming in and going, slow down. So they will build a wall for us to hit, not, you know, not in, they don't want to hurt us, but, you know, metaphorically, they will block us from leaping. And so we're leaping. It's like, remember that SNL skit, Myers, where he was Simon, I think his name was, where he had the helmet on and he was tethered to the swing set, and he was always trying to go. That's what I'm getting the image of, is you guys are just trying to test the limits of your tether, although there's no tether, right? But you're testing the limits of how far you can go, rather than just allowing these smaller steps to happen. Okay. And we want to go. I get it. But we're hitting the wall because we're trying to do too much right now when we need our physical bodies need some downtime. Okay. I know it's been forever. I get it. I am right there with you. But again, 13, divine feminine, this is what you're really bringing forth right now, is your emotional, compassionate, unconditional love, heart-centered being. Okay. And yes, we need to, like, my thing is, okay, I'm trying to work on this. And my guides are like, well, yeah, that's why we're asking you to really deep go in. I'm like, how can I know that I'm making progress in this evolution of my divine feminine if I'm never allowed to interact with people, right? If I'm never allowed to go anywhere, if I'm never, if I'm so tired that I can't drive anywhere, that I can't engage, that I try to make plans and then I have to cancel because I just cannot, I know that I won't be able to get there and back, right? Because my physical body is just really taxed, or I'm just emotionally feeling overwhelmed. And they're like, yeah, this is all about your relationship with yourself. And that makes you, right? It makes you just want to go, gotcha. Thank you. Let's pull the last one so that we can get the whole story. And this is my favorite deck, Sacred Travelers, where this last card is coming from. So you got 4 of Wands and 13, the Elf Queen. Again, she says introverted, burden, responsibility. I definitely feel like a lot of you are feeling this overwhelm of, you're feeling like being responsible for, right? Like, well, I have this mission to do. I have to do it. And but you're telling yourself that if you don't go do this toward it now, or that toward it now, if you don't start making movements, which you always are getting closer, I promise. The inner journey is a huge part. The inner journey is all of it, you guys. We're not gonna be able to do our missions at all unless we do the inner journey. But you're telling yourself that if you don't make these big leaps, that you're missing some sort of doorway, that you're going to miss out on all of it, that you fucked it up so bad that you don't get to do it now. That's what you're telling yourself. And that's bullshit. Okay. You know it's bullshit, But believe me, I am feeling some of that too. I think this is really kind of not just Pisces. I don't know about my chart. I'd have to look if I have Pisces. I'm not an astrologer. I do really love astrology and know a little bit. But yeah, I don't. That's okay. I intuit everything. And that's what this is about, is trusting our intuition. So let's get a final card from this Sacred Traveler to just get clarity on this message and kind of a wrap up too. All right, Pisces, you got this though. I'm confident. Oh my goodness. Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. You really need to be focusing on allowing that light to flow through you as much as you can. This is very much, it feels passive. I get it. It feels like, well, that's not doing anything. This is doing more than if you were to get it. Let's say you're an entrepreneur and you have this spiritual business. Let's say you spend an entire day, and I mean like actively at the computer, you don't move, like 8 hours, like working on your website, okay? That's great. That's something we want to write in our book and then check it off, right? Have you ever done that where you're like, oh, I finished that? Go to your book. I have a book. I've had a book since college, and I probably will never not have a book. I love having I love a physical planner, daily planner. And I'll go into cross off, and I realize I never wrote it down so that I can cross it off, you guys. I will fucking write that down. I will write down litter box so that I can, oh, I cleaned the litter box. Oh, I didn't write that down. Litter box, check. Okay. But what this is telling you is that this bringing this more light, your soul can expand within your physical body is the most important thing you could be doing right now. And this is what it's telling you. And this is leading you to your true self. You are a healer. You are mystical, magical, mysterious. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, okay? Healing energy flow. You're a fucking magical healer. And look at this owl. Look at that precious little owl. Just, he's waiting. He's waiting for you to stop hemming and hawing about this inner journey, okay? And I get it, but maybe I'm calling you out a little bit, but I'm also calling out myself. I fall into that trap of, I'm just going to binge Netflix. And I am the first one to tell you that that counts as self-care. But you can't you can't let it become a crutch. You can't let it become bypassing or avoidance, okay? So that is your message, Pisces. So basically, the work right now that you're being asked to do. Try to just be in the moment of it. Try to rest as much as you can and allow the physical body to catch up to your spiritual and emotional bodies, right? And even mental body. Like, well, our mental is very much attached to the physical, right? I do feel like our spiritual and emotional bodies are like a little bit ahead right now. And they're like, come on, guys. And they just can't. It's too heavy. Physical bodies need time. And I'm telling you, this year, this is our year. If you're a light worker, healer, this is your year, okay? To do a huge amount of work in the next few months, and they're finally going to open the gates and let us go for a little bit anyway, right? But we'll get used to kind of the pattern. Then okay, now we got to wait a little bit for humanity. Okay, well, now I get to go in. Now maybe and we're going to get to a point where we're going to be so connected with each other, and we're going to be so expanded in this reality, and we're going to be manifesting abundance, that we're gonna be like, oh, I get time to, now I'm gonna go to my cabin. I'm gonna go to my sanctuary where I can just be and meditate for a while, because I know that more is coming, that the party is coming. They're always like setting up for the next celebration and the next celebration, because we're not on this journey like this, right? It's this for sure, right? It's always like that. But main message was, hey, hold on a little bit longer, because the reward is coming. The party is coming. They're already set up for it. They're totally ready for it. The fire has even been lit. That is huge. That is imminent, right? Like, you don't light the fire until you're ready for people to come. And so, but nobody's there quite yet. Okay. You have got to do more light work on yourself. Okay. Because that's only going to enhance and expand your own healing abilities. Yeah, she just looks so, I don't know about you, but my physical body is just a wreck right now. And I'm just so uncomfortable in it. And I feel like sometimes that I'm crawling out of my own skin, or that I want to, or that I feel like lately it's that my skin is too tight, right? Like I'm in this like tight suit, And it's so uncomfortable. And so just meditating and just trying to be and just expanding that light is huge for those physical sensations. Okay. And remember, you're a badass. You've got this beautiful divine feminine in you. And yes, right now, so just let go of that belief that you can't do anything without everything toppling over, or that if you don't do the big things right now, you're screwing it up so bad that you're not going to get to do your mission at all. Stop telling yourself that, because that's not true. Okay. And you know it's not, but I get it. We're remember, Pisces, we are in a place right now where we are really, really processing the deep stuff. And we're talking about the deep, deep self-worth, the what is it called? The imposter syndrome shit, right? The doubt, the self-doubt. We are processing so much of that where we're like, well, I don't deserve to have this. Who the hell do I think I am? Okay, we're processing so much of that on the collective level. We just have to be right now. We're going to get the chance to do, and go. I promise it's coming. In fact, this tells me it's coming very soon. I do feel like, we've got the equinox this month. That is going to be a gateway opening up for us. The sun is going to shine on us, light workers. Okay. So they're going to let us loose for a little bit, I think, in March, early April, maybe at the latest. So when the weather begins to warm, So, all right, I'm going to stop because I could babble on. That's your message, Pisces. I hope this helps. I did go longer than I wanted, but I'm working on it, you guys. This is better than an hour because I could just go. All right, I love you all so much. I'm going to keep doing water signs, and then I'll do, I don't know, the next two. I've gotten fire done. So if you know anybody who might benefit from these messages, please like, share, subscribe. I would love that. I don't care, to be honest. I mean, I care, obviously. I'm not doing this for the subscribers, but I would love to, YouTube has the rule of 1,000 subscribers before you can do, there's a lot of things that open up that you can do on your channel when you have 1,000. And I'd love that. I'd love to be able to do lives on my phone app, versus having to be on my computer, because in a fifth wheel, it's very hard to find a place to set. Mine is literally, you would laugh, it's perched on my dirty clothes hamper and a box of snacks. So whatever works. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.